me. I seen niggas shoot for the stars but being lazy. Never get their head at the clouds, so you don't faze me.
I guarantee that you gon' regret it. Remember I said it.
Nah, you could dead it.
What you saying? I can't win?
Nah, devil, nice try. So until we meet again,
I ain't have to die to meet the devil. Angels fell and landed in the ghetto. The earth was given to the hands of devils. And we seen the rise of the devil. We fell for the lies of the devil. When we got high was the devil. I looked into the eyes of the devil. I ain't had to die to meet the devil. I ain't religious or superstitious, but we been getting fucked and put to the side like a mistress. Police patrolling why? Because prison became a business. They murder one of ours and they start talking about forgiveness. We think that it's alright because we got public assistance. If this ain't hell, dog, what is this? Where was all lives mattered when they killed Osama? There was no peace talk like the Dalai Lama. Bush dropping bombs saying he gon' bring the drama. They got justice, man, they even caught the Boston bomber. But when we ride, they send the military in armor. When we fight oppression, then our people die a martyr. You reap what you sow, some people call it karma. When Christ return, y'all gon' get this harvest like a farmer. Don't tell me don't bring up the past no more. They still trying to settle the score with a side of Shakur. I changed my life and I'm just trying to live life right. But at night I look behind me and see flashing lights patting me down. You got nothing that's poking me right. I don't smoke or push pills, I gave up my vice. So Mr. Officer, why you wanna take my life? And your honor, why you gave our homeboy's life? I've been wondering why you shot our homeboy twice. Pussy with a gun screaming out that he got a knife. He came from Habibi's spot, it was chicken and rice. Shit's trife, I'm just giving visuals like Skype. Ask Trayvon, Mike Brown, Akai Gurley, Eric Garner, Sean Bell, Philando, Alden Sterling, Jaquan McDonald. The white man is so devilish. Ask Hammurabi, he'll tell you who the devil is. The white man is so devilish. Ask Hammurabi, he'll tell you who the devil is. I ain't had to die to meet the devil. Angels fell and landed in the ghetto. The earth was given to the hands of devils. And we seen the rise of the devil. We fell for the lies of the devil. When we got high was the devil. I looked into the eyes of the devil. I ain't had to die to meet the devil. I ain't had to die to meet the devil. Angels fell and landed in the ghetto. The earth was given to the hands of devils. And we seen the rise of the devil. I pray for the demise of the devil. Lord knows I despise every devil. I looked into the eyes of the devil and said, I pray you die, every devil.
Voting ain't gonna help us, man. Marching ain't gonna help us, man. Protesting ain't gonna help us, man.
What it's like for a nigga like me.
Like me.
What it's like for a nigga like me.
Like me.
What it's like for a nigga like me.
Like me.
What it's like for a nigga like me.
Like me.
What it's like for a nigga like me. Gray skies overhead, assessing looking likely. But I try to do the right thing like Spike Lee. And I talk to God, the one and almighty. Lord, please have mercy on me.
Have mercy on me. Yeah.
Lord, please have mercy on me.
Have mercy on me. Have mercy on me. Man, this shit ain't no joke, man, this shit ain't no joke. Like the boy cried wolf, I ain't blowing no smoke. You don't gotta look far to see it ain't no hope in this fucked up world. I'm just trying to stay afloat. I grew up in the ghetto in the middle of the streets, H-E-L-L, the belly of the beast. Thanksgiving came around, I wasn't having no feast when the landlord talking about breaking out lease. Goddamn, what's next? My girl broke with your boy and she did it in a text that if I couldn't have nothing that I could have love besides love for the money and selling these drugs. Sometimes it seems like it's the only way out, but every day I'm getting older and it's getting played out. Can't end up in the pen trying to find a way out. out. Lord, forgive me for my sins, for my heart gave out. My dad died, biggest loss I ever had to take. He a big part of the reason I'm the man I am today. And moving on was a move I wasn't trying to make, but I got sons now, so I gotta lead them not straight. And even though success is looking unlikely, I stay mighty and pray nightly and remain doing the right thing like Spike Lee, which is hard in this life for a nigga like me. All my life I had to fight like my name's Sophia. Always had heart and in my heart was no fear. Boy, I stayed in some trouble, trouble always stayed near. When you black in America, that's all you cold here, I can't lie. Some days I wanna break down and cry for me and my people that's fighting to stay alive. Cause living ain't living when you living to survive. Guess we living in hell till the heavens arrive. Nah, I mean,
what it's like for a nigga like me.
Like me, like me, like me.
What it's like for a nigga like me.
Like me.
What it's like for a nigga like me.
Like me.
What it's like for a nigga like me.
Like me.
What it's like for a nigga like me. Gray skies overhead just isn't looking likely, but I try to do the right thing like Spike Lee. And I talk to God, the one and almighty. Lord, please have mercy on me.
Have mercy on me. Yeah.
Lord, please have mercy on me.
Have mercy on me.
Have mercy on me. What it's like in this life for a nigga like me. Every day I gotta fight my demons. Wake up, thank God I'm breathing. Cause all nightmares, America's dreaming. Trying to find a way to make it while surrounded by heathens. No stress long as I got a coat and I'm eating. I'm blessed and I know the Most High's the reason. But my heart's bleeding through my sleeve is seeping. For all the things that I've been peeping. Type of shit make you say fucker than sleeping. Cause while you was sleeping during the evening, for brothers got gunned down over the weekend. Stretched out in the streets left leaking. Laid out white sheet, mom's grieving. All lives gotta have more meaning than another nigga dead in the paper I'm reading. Baby mama bitching every time that she's speaking. Talking like she gonna take the kids as she's leaving. How we go from kids to ending up in the deep end. Sink or swim, lose or win, saint or sin. Where does the change begin? And when does the bullshit end? Cause I wake up in the morning, gotta do it again. Go to sleep, go to work and just do it again. Damn. Can't pretend, cause when you stand out, it's hard to blend. And what I stand for, don't fold or bend. Cause I heard real folks don't got too many friends. Cause when you speak the truth, then you tend to offend. So, while I'm gripping this pen, Lord, please have mercy on me, amen.
It's time for my people to come together and rise up. The only way we gonna take our royalty back, man, is if we do just that, man. Take it back. Kwam Yashala, nigga. Time for us to rise out of our oppression. A wise man told me each one teach one. So I need you to reach out to your brothers and sisters and teach them, man. There's no reason we should still be getting hung from trees in this day and age, man. Lord, please have mercy on me.
You understand? You done found a new breed of Hebrews that stand and walk with the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. And we don't care who we got to come up against. You ain't standing before this truth. You understand? We done took them all on and gonna continue to take them all on.
Surrounded by Edomites, lost a lot of truth to this tree of life. Open up the book just to see I'm right. Reminiscing on my ancestors, on those ships who had to plead for life. Took us to a place where ain't never safe there. Poisoning our foods and put our children up in daycare. Fresh out of slavery, still thinking that they care. Guns in the community, children can't play there. Brothers still brainwashed, we died for that same cause. Took away our history, believing that we ain't lost. Brother, I'm an Israelite, sin is like kryptonite. Brothers won't pray, no, they'd rather link a chick tonight. Praises to the Most High, I ain't like most guys. Eyes on the future, but I learned from a boat ride. Tribe of Benjamin, inherited on both sides. Background Jamaican, mistreated, and I know why. I'm an Israelite, die for my Israelites. Blood of the Israelites, cry for my Israelites. Going through it cause we're Israelites. Kwam Yashra Allah to all my Israelites. I'm an Israelite, die for my Israelites. Blood of the Israelites, cry for my Israelites. Going through it cause we're Israelites. Kwam Yashra Allah to all my Israelites.
Kwam Yasha Allah, sons of the power. Rise from the ghetto when Satan want us devoured. The seal of the Lord ain't found in church towers. Never dying on my knees like no coward. Want to be an Israelite, you gon' need more than fringes. You gon' need to show you approve and get in them scriptures. Oh, I forgot to mention, trauma traumatized from the lynching. Homicide, we the victim. Amistad ain't the ending. Kids with PTSD, suffering symptoms, never getting treatment. Something he gotta sleep with. Stockholm syndrome so long, and it ain't a secret. That's why I die for them brothers I'm facing east with. Cause I'm an Israelite. Crackers better get it right. Visions of my enemies, death flow through my dreams at night. And if your mind ain't there, then we don't dream alike. Reporting live from hell, home of Christians and Edomites.
I'm an Israelite, die for my Israelites. Blood of the Israelites, cry for my Israelites. Going through it cause we're Israelites. Kwam Yashra Allah to all my Israelites. I'm an Israelite, die for my Israelites. Blood of the Israelites, cry for my Israelites. Going through it cause we're Israelites. Kwam Yashra Allah to all my Israelites.
While they play the sidelines, comfortable on benches. Catch me on the front lines, putting work in trenches. Making sure our election, preparing for Armageddon. Mastering this profession of prophesying these lessons. Protecting our adolescents and answering all their questions. Teaching the love they reflection, no matter what the complexion. We got a common connection, a part of God's hand selection. A shot at the resurrection, through us achieving perfection. But to give life takes sacrifice. Battle demons every vice. Short days and long nights. Less sleep and more fights. More wisdom, more strife. Telling everybody that they wrong and you're right. I'm an Israelite, blood of an Israelite. I ride for my Israelites and die for my Israelites. We owe a debt cause Christ paid the price. So who ready to give their life the life of an Israelite?
I'm an Israelite, die for my Israelites. Blood of the Israelites, cry for my Israelites. Going through it cause we're Israelites. Kwam Yashra Allah to all my Israelites. I'm an Israelite, die for my Israelites. Blood of the Israelites, cry for my Israelites. Going through it cause we're Israelites. Kwam Yashra Allah to all my Israelites.
I ain't have to die to meet the devil. Angels fell and landed in the ghetto. The earth was given to the hands of devils. And we seen the
Testing, testing. Most High in Christ. Everybody hear me? Most High in Christ. Shalom. Yahweh Shimi Yahweh Brakatah, my brothers. Yahweh Shemal Atah Shimi Yahweh, all my sisters. This is the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. You know what I'm saying? I here in Durham, North Carolina. You know what I'm saying? Priest and officer, 500,001 holding it down. I got my brothers in the spot. Officer Kapari, officer my y'all, officer Sadak, officer my Kwa, officer Yanazar. Got the sisters in here too. Shalom. Good to see y'all. You know what I mean? So we're going to get right into the Sabbath service. All right. For this week. I believe we're getting into Exodus. What was it? What was it again, brother? Exodus 22 and 26, right? So this is where we, get into the scriptures and we read our original Hebrew language, translate it into the English, you know what I'm saying, and get back to our culture, right? So we're going to start off the Sabbath service right now. I'm going to call up the first brother that's going to assist me during the Sabbath service. Mahayar, if you could, please present yourself, brother. Mahayar, Banya Hawada, Banya Sha'ala. Yahweh Shimi Al-Shabrakatah. Yanazar, Banya Hawada, Banya Sha'ala. Yahweh Shimi Al-Shabrakatah.
All right, so everyone on Midium, which means to stand. Wapan Kwadum, which means rise and face the east. We'll start out with the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kwadash, Haya, Shemka, Yahweh, Malakwtka, Taba'ah, Ratazayaka, Haya, Aisha, Ba'arataza, Kawa, Haya, Bashamayim, Latananawa, Lakam, Kal, Yawam, Wasalaknanawa, Kabawatnawa, Kasalaknawa, Kabawatyanawa, Wala'a, Tabia'ainawa, Banasaya 1, Abal, Habashayanawa, Mayan, Ra, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwat, Waha'ala, Wataparab, Labalonium, Aman.
Which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it.
Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim, Al Dami Alaka, Al Takarash, Wa Al Tashakwat, Al Kayahanna, I.W.P.K, Yahama, Yawan, Ra'ash, Al Aimaka, Yarayamwa, Sawada, Wayata, Ya'ait Hazawa, Al Tazapawanyaka, Amarawa, Lakawa, Wanakakiram, Magalia, Wala'a, Yazakar, Shamyashala, Awada, Kaya, Nawa'ait Hazawa, Laba, Yakadwa, Alyaka, Baryath, Yakaratwa, Aholia, Arawam, Wa, Yashamai, Alayam, Mawa'aba, Wahagorium, Gabal, Wamawan, Wamalak, Palashath, Amyashabya, Tazawar, Gam Ashawar, Nalawa, Amam, Hayawa, Zarawai, Labayan Lawat, Salah, Ashalaham, Kamadian, Kasaya, Sarah, Kayabian, Banakal, Kwayashwan, Nashamadwa, Bayanda Ara, Hayawa, Daman, La Adama, Shayatamwa, Nada, Yamawa, Karab, Wakazaba, Wakazabak, Wakatazol, Manai, Kaunasaya Kamwa, Ashur, Omarwa, Nayarasha, Lanawa, Ath, Nawath, Alahayim, Alahaya, Shayatamwa, Kagogala, Kakwash, Lapanya Rabaka, Kaash, Tabiaira Yaira, Wakalahaba, Talahat, Harayan, Khan, Taradatma, Basairaka, Wabasa, Wapathka, Tabahalam, Malaa, Panyaham, Kwalawan, Waya, Bakwashwa, Shemka, Yahawa, Yabashwa, Waya, Bahalwa, Ayaid, Waya, Kaparwa, Waya, Abadwa, Waya, Dawa, Kaya, Ata, Shemka, Yahawa, Labadka, Al Yawan, Al Kaha Ratazar.
Keep not thou silence, O Yahweh, hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Yahweh, for lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom and the Ishmaelites, of Moab and the Hagarenes, Gabal and Ammon and Amalek, the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre. Assur also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot. Salah, do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin, at the brook of Kison, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like Oreb and like Zeeb, yea, all their princes as Zabah and as Zalmunna, who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of Yahweh in possession. O our power, make them like a wheel, as the stubble before the wind, as the fire burneth the wood, and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name. O Yahweh, let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the most high of all the earth.
Psalms 121 in the Hebrew, Aisha'ah, Ayanya, Ahaharium, Ma'ayan, Yaba'ah, Izaria, Ma'aim, Yahweh, Aisha, Shemayim, Wa'arataza, Ayathan, Lamawat, Wagolka, Ayanawam, Shamarka, Hana, La'ah, Yanawam, Wala'ah, Yayashan, Shawamor, Yasha'ala, Yahweh, Shemoraka, Yahweh, Tazolka, Al-Yad, Yamyaka, Yawamam, Hashemash, La'ah, Yakaka, Wayarak, Balayala, Yahweh, Yashamoraka, Makarai, Yashamor, Atnapashka, Yahweh, Yashamor, Tazaaka, Wabawa'aka, Mayata, Wa'aidawalam.
In the English, I will lift up mine eyes unto the hills, from whence cometh my help. My help cometh from Yahweh, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Yasha'Allah shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from this time forth, and even forevermore. So I can do the prayer for the curses. Blessed are you, Yahweh, King of heaven and earth, and all things living. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai. Listen to us now, right now, send evils and curses and punishment and destruction to the heathen that speak against us, thy prophets, the teachers, the princes, the priests, the Israelite brothers, and the school. Send evils and curses and punishment and destruction to the heathen, and shake loose the treasure of the rich of Israel that refuse to give to the school. Force their riches to enter into thy sanctuary. Send evils and curses and punishment and destruction to the Edomites and the nations and their drug dealers, the court system, the prison system, Planned Parenthood, all the governments of our enemies, Amalek synagogues and armies, Roman Catholic Church, the Pope, Islam, Christianity, Egyptology, militia, Ku Klux Klan, Aryan Nation, skinheads, Posse Comitazi, the gay movement, the lesbian movement, spies, workers of witchcraft, NASA space program, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Wall Street, open up the internet and the airways, the cable access channels, and the radio channels. Convict the spirit of any of thy people that seek to stop us and bring swift destruction to all the heathen that stand in the way or try to stop us from broadcasting your words throughout the planet Earth. Let loose all the plagues. Let loose all the plagues. Let loose all the plagues. Cause them to go to and fro through the earth and consume them. Let the plagues shake the house of the thief and the murderer. Let Yahweh Shai, Michael and Gabriel come down with the flying saucers and punish all the heathens that come up against us as we speak thy word. Cause it to be known by all that it is the angels that have done it. Cause it to be spread through the media, throughout the whole world. Cause them to shake at thy coming. In the name of Yahweh Shai, thank you always. So be it.
Saw, which means to turn. Yeshua, which means to be seated. All right. Yeshua, which means to be seated.
We ended off at Exodus chapter, what was it, 24? 22 and verse 26. We should start at 27 today or 26? So we ended off at Exodus chapter 22 and verse 26. It's like 25. And we starting up at 26 today. Okay? So I'm going to have the brother read the Hebrew first, and then he's going to go ahead and read the English and translate it into the English. All right? If you have any questions, you can ask them. You know what I'm saying? And what we'll do is we'll write them down, and we'll wait till Cap gets here. And if I can answer it, I will. If not, we'll just wait till Cap comes and he can go ahead and expound on that for us. All right? So go ahead, brother.
The book of Exodus, chapter 22, verse 26 in the Hebrew. Kabal. Fakabal. Shalamath. Ra'aika. Is that a ka or da? Ra'aik. Ad. Ba'ah. Hashamash. Fashaya. Banawa. Lawa. Verse 27. Kaya. Hawa'a. Hawa'a. Kasawafa. Labada. Hawa'a. Shamala Fawa. La'ai Rawa. Bama. Yashakab. Yahweh. Wahaya. Kaya. Yataza Aikwa. Aliyah. Aliyah. Alaya. Washamai Thaya. Kaya. Kana one. Verse 28. Oh, Salakia. Anya. Verse 28. Alahayim. La'a. Fakwala. Fakwalo. Wanashaya. Wanashaya a. Ba'ain mad. La'a. Fa'ara. Verse 29. Maliafak. Wadam Mayak. Mala'aka. La'a. Fayakar. Bakawar. Kaniyak. Banyaka. Thafun. Laya. Verse 30. Khan. Aisha. Lasharak. Lataza'an. Lataza'anka. Musa and Craig. Shabayatha. Yamayum. Yahaya. Aim. Amawa. Bayawun. Hashamayania. Fafanawa. Laya. Salakia. Verse 31. No, I didn't. Yeah, I'm still at 31. Most I ain't correct. Nashia. Nashia. Kadash. Fahaya one. Laya. Wabashar. Bashada. Tarapa. La'a. Fa'akalwa. Lakalab. Fashalakawan. Athawa. The book of Exodus, chapter 23, verse 1. Most I ain't correct. La'a. Thasha'ah, Shemai, Shawa'ah, Al, Thashah, Yadaka, Yadka, Aim, Rashai, Lahayath, Ad, Kamas, the book of Exodus, chapter 22, verse 26. If thou at all take thy neighbor's raiment to pledge, thou shalt deliver it unto him that the sun goeth down. Verse 27. For that is his covering only. It is his raiment for his skin, wherein shall he sleep. And it shall come to pass, when he crieth unto me, that I will hear, for I am gracious. Thou shalt not revile the gods, nor the curse the ruler of the people. Verse 29. Thou shalt not delay to offer the first of thy ripe fruits, Shalakia, and of thy liquors. The firstborn of thy sons shalt thou give unto me. Verse 30. Likewise shalt thou do with thine oxen and with thy sheep. 7 days it shall be with his dam. On the 8th day thou shalt give it me. Verse 31. And ye shall be holy men unto me. Neither shall ye eat any flesh that is torn of beast in the field, and ye shall not cast it to the dogs. The book of
Now you shouldn't. You can't eat it. Yeah, animal. So you see some roadkill on the side of the road. It is not swab to eat. Go ahead, brother. You damn sure cannot eat that deer. You cannot eat any animal that you did not kill with the intention of eating. You know what I'm saying? You can't eat an animal that dies of its own. That's in another scripture. So even if an animal got killed by another animal, which is what this scripture is talking about, of beast, you can't eat it. You can only eat an animal that you hunted. You understand? Can't.
The book of Exodus, chapter 23, verse 1. Thou shalt not raise a false report. Put not thine hand with the wicked to be an unrighteous witness.
All right, so Amadium, only up here. Officer Marquardt, if you could present yourself.
Marquardt, Banzi Balawan, Bani Yashala. Marquardt, Banzi Balawan, Bani Yashala. Yahaba Shim Yahshua Bakta. Yahaba Shim Yahshua Bakta.
Yashab, which means to be seated.
I'll use this. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and pick up back in the Hebrew. Exodus chapter 23 and verse 2, correct? Okay. The book of Exodus chapter 23 and verse 2. La'ah, Tahaya, Akaria, Rabayum, Laraitha, Wala'ah, Daina, Al, Rabah, Lanatath, Akaria, Rabayum, La Hatath, Verse 3. Wador la'a tahadar. Slakia bar. Let me make sure this word is correct. Bar Yabwa, verse 4. Kaya da pagai shawar ayabka awa kamarwa da'ai hashab da shayabnawa lawa. Verse 5. Kaya dara'a hamawar shana salakia shanaka rabataza thakath masha'awa wa kadalath ma'izab lawa izab da izab imawa. Verse 6. La'a thata mashapat abayanka ba salakia ba rayabwa. Verse 7. Madabar shakwar dara kakwa wanakwaya wataza dayak al da haraga kaya la'a ataza dayak rashai. Verse 8. Washakad la'a thakwak kaya ha shakad ya iwar pakwakyum wayasalap dabarya tazadakyakum. It's like tazadayakyakum. I think it's the last one. Count verse 8. Count. So pick it up verse 2 in the English, brother.
Khan of the one Khan. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 23, verse 1. Verse 2, Salaki. Thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil, neither shalt thou speak in a cause to decline after many to wrest judgment. Verse 3, neither shalt thou countenance a poor man in his cause. Verse 4, if thou meet thy enemy's ox or his ass going astray, thou shalt surely bring it back to him again. Verse 5, if thou see the ass of him that hated thee lying under his burden, and wouldest forbear to help him, thou shalt surely help with him. Verse 6, thou shalt not wrest the judgment of thy poor in his cause. Verse 7, keep thee far from false matter, and the innocent and the righteously slay thou not, for I will not justify the wicked. Verse 8, and thou shalt take no gift, for the gift blinded the wise, and perverted the words of the righteous.
Most High Christ, just real quick, you see right there how the action, you know what I'm saying? Love is an action word. And we know the scriptures say you can't hate your brother in your heart, right? So it tells you if if your neighbor, his ass is far off, his donkey or whatever, you got to help him. But then it tells you that even if it's one of them brothers that don't like you, that hates you, you can't just be like, well, I hate him, so I'm not going to help him. Nah, you still got to, you know what I'm saying, do the right thing, do the righteous thing for that brother. You know what I'm saying? It's like in the last part, and thou shalt not take no gift. It doesn't mean that somebody can't give you something. You know what I'm saying? What does it mean when it tells you can't take a gift? There's a precept for it. A gift does what? It destroyeth the heart. It's talking, and that's why it's in this part that's talking about how you deal with your neighbor. It's talking about the kind of gift that you take to do the wrong thing. You know what I'm saying? Think about the gift that Nick Cannon just got. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I'll sell out my people so I don't get fired. Or I'll sell out my people so I can save face and keep my business or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? That's a gift in that sense. You know what I'm saying? And so you can go ahead and call it Mario. I just wanted to say that real quick. Salaki.
No, you 12. Mario? You can switch with the brother real quick. Well, no, you 12. Did you just come? No, you just yeah, leave him be.
Officer Kaparia, Banya Howard, Banya Shalom. Kaparia, Banya Howard, Banya Shalom. Yabashim Al-Shabakta. Yabashim Al-Shabakta.
Yeshua, which means be seated.
No sweat. We stopped the last verse. It was verse 8, I believe. Okay. So now we're gonna pick it up at Exodus chapter 23 and verse 9. Wagar la'ah ta lakataza wa thum yada it's like yada ithum ath napash hagar kaya garayum haya yathum ba'arataza matazarayim. Verse 10. Washasha shanayum da zarai ath aratazaika wa asapath ath daba wa tha. Verse 11. Wa hashabya sakya hashaba yaitha da shamatana wa nata sakya na tashata wa akalwa abyana sakya abyanaya imaka waya tharum da akal kayath hashada khan da aisha. Let me see if this word is correct. Salakia Khan. La Karumka. La Zayathka. Verse 12. Shashata. Yamayum. Daisha. Ma Aisha Yaka. Waba Yawam. Ha Shabaya Aya. Dashabath, Lama'ain, Yanawak, Shawarka, Wa Kamarka, Wa Yanapash, Ban Amathka, Wa Hagar. Verse 13. Wa Bakal, Ashar, Amarathia, Salakia, Amarthia, Salakia. Alyakum, Dashamarwa, Washam, Alahayim, Akaryum, La'a, Da Zakayarwa, La'a, Yashamai, Al, Payak. Verse 14. Okay. Shalash, Regolium, Thakaga, Thakag, Laya, Bashana. Verse 15. Ath, Kaga, Hama Tazawath, Dashamar, Shabaith, Yamayum, Da'akol, Matazawath, Ka Ashar, Tazawathka, it's like it, Taza Wayathka, Lama Wa'id, Kadash, Ha Abayab, Kaya, Bawa, Yataza'ath, Ma Matazarayim, Wala'a, Yarawa, Panya, Rayaquam. That's the end of verse 15.
The book of Exodus, chapter 23, verse 9. Also, thou shalt not oppress a stranger, for ye know the heart of a stranger, seeing ye were strangers in the land of Egypt. Verse 10. And 6 years thou shalt sow thy land, and shalt gather in the fruits thereof. Verse 11. But the 7th year thou shalt let it rest and lie still, that the poor of thy people may eat, and what they leave the beasts of the field shall eat. In like manner thou shalt deal with the vineyard, and with the olive garden. Verse 12. 6 days thou shalt do thy work, and on the 7th day thou shalt rest, that thine ox and thy ass may rest, and the son of thy handmaid and the stranger may be refreshed.
How the hell you gonna be refreshed eating cold food every Sabbath? It's talking about you having a rest and getting some time off and being able to do what you got to do so you can get back into the groove of work. You can't do that if you're stressing because you are not allowed to cook a damn omelet for breakfast. You know what I'm saying? Fake Israelites got to chill. Keep going.
Verse 13. And in all things that I have said unto you, be circumspect, and make no mention of the name of other gods, neither let it be heard out of thy mouth. Verse 14. 3 times thou shalt keep a feast unto me in the year. Verse 15. Thou shalt keep the feast of unleavened bread. Thou shalt eat unleavened bread 7 days, as I commanded thee, in the time appointed of the month, Abib, for in it thou camest out from Egypt, and none shall appear before me empty.
Sounds like it's talking about possibly the because it's a feast, so it's like a we call it we giving a offering. Yeah, we're giving an offering, but we can't let Cap. You know what I'm saying? Break down that because that particular person I've actually never seen that part before. So let Cap go ahead and explain that. You know what I'm saying? Any more? You got something, brother? Cap, yes, you can.
And with that, I'm Adium.
Yanazar, Ban Yahawada, Ban Yasharala.
Yanzar, Ban Yahawah, Ban Yasharala.
Yahawah Bashim Yahweh Shai Barakatam.
Yahweh Hashem Yahshua Barakatah.
Yashab, did you see it?
The book of Exodus, chapter 23, verse 16. Wakag Hakwataza Yar. Hatatakagwa. 16. Wakag Hakwataza Yar. Hatazaka Yar. Baka warrior. Ma'aisha Yaka. Ma'aishaka. Ashar. Hazarai. Thazarai. Ma'aisha Shayak. Wait a minute, I done lost myself. Bashada. Wakag. Salakia. SAP. Bataza'ath. Hashanah. Ba'asapak. Ath. Ma'aishayaka. Ma'aishayaka. Is yak. Ma'aishaka. Kanadawan Khan. Man. Hashadah. Verse 17. Halash. Pa'ai mayam. Bashana. Yara'ah. Kal. Zakawak. Zakawarak. Zakawarka. Most High incorrect. Al. Panya. Ha'adun. Yahweh. Verse 18. La'ah. Zazabak. Al. Kamataza. Dum. Zabathia. Zabakia. Salakia. Wala'ah. Yala. Yun. Kalab. Kanaya. Kagaya. Ad. Bakwar. Verse 19. Ra'ashiyath. Baka warrior. Adamathaka. Kabaya'a. Thabia'a. Bayath. Yahweh. Aliyah. Alahayaka. La'ah. Abashol. Gadia. Bakalab. Amarwa. Verse 20. Hannah. Anakaya. Shalath. Oh, Salakia. Shalak. Mala'aka. Lapanyaka. Lasha. Morka. Badaraka. Badarka. Wala ba ya'aka. Wala ha. Say it. Lahabia aqua. Aka walabia aka. Al. Hamakwawum. Ashar. Hakanathia. Verse 21. Hashamar. Salakia. Mapanyawa. Lasha. Washamai. Bakwalwa. Al. Famar. Bawa. Kaya. La'ah. Yasha'a. Lapa. Lapashaikum. Lapashakum. Kaya. Shamaya. Kakwa. Bakwa. Rabwa. Bakwabra. Verse 22. Kaya Shamai. Thashamai. Bakwal Wa'aishayath. Kal. Ashar. Adabar. Wa'ayabathia. Ath. Ayabathia. Ayabathiaka. Ayabyaka. Watazar Rathia. Tazarathia. Ath. Tazara Ra'ayaka. Tazara Ra'ayaka. The book of Exodus, chapter 23, verse 16. The book of Exodus, chapter 23, verse 16. And the feast of the harvest, the first fruits of thy labors, which thou hast sown in the field, and the feast of ingathering, which is in the end of the year, then thou hast gathered in thy labors out of the field. Verse 17. 3 times in the year all thy males shall appear before the Lord Yahweh. Thou shalt, verse 18, thou shalt not offer the blood of my sacrifice with leavened bread, neither shall the fat of my sacrifice remain until the morning. Verse 19, the first of the first fruits of thy land thou shalt bring into the house of the Lord thy power. Thou shalt not seethe a kid in his mother's milk. Verse 20, behold, I send an angel before thee to keep thee in the way, and to bring thee into the place which I have prepared. Verse 21, beware of him and obey his voice. Provoke him not, for he will not pardon your transgression, for my name is in him. Verse 22, but if thou shalt indeed obey his voice, and do all that I speak, then I will be an enemy unto thine enemies, and an adversary unto thine adversaries.
Michael, if you could present yourself.
Maikwa, Banzi Balawan, Bani Yashal.
Maikwa, Banzi Balawan, Bani Yashal.
Yahabashim Yashabakta.
Yahbashim Yashabakta.
I would be seated.
All right, so we're going to pick it up at Exodus chapter 23 and verse 23. Kaya, Yalak, Malaakia, La Punyaka, Wa Habyaaka, Al, Ha'amaria, Wa Hakathia, Wa Parazaya, Wa Salak Kanaanya, Hakoya, Wa Hayabawasya, Wa Kadathiawa. Verse 24. La'a, Dasha Dasha Thakawa, La Alahaya Yahum. Salaki, La Alahaya Hum, Wala A, Da Ibadum, Wala A, Da Isha, Ka Ma'aisha Hum, Kaya, Haras, Da Harasum, Wa Shabar, Da Shabar, Ma Tazabathiyahum. Verse 25. Wa I Badathum, Ath, it's like Atha, Yahweh, Alahayakum, Wa Barak, Ath, Lakumka, Wa Ath, my Yumyaka, Wa Hasarathya, Makala, Makwarabka. It's like you. That might be Rabak. Let me see. Nah. Wa Kwarabka. Verse 26. La'a, Dahaya, Ma Shakala, Wa Ikwara, Ma Aratazaka, Atha, Masapar, Yumyaka, Mala'a. Verse 27. Ath, Ayamathya, Ashalak, Lapunyaka, Wa Hamathya, Ath, Kal, Ha'im, Ashar Taba'a, Bahum, Wanathathya, Ath, Kal, Ayabyaka, Alayaka, Irap. Verse 28. Wa Shalakathya, Ath, Hatazarai, Lapunyaka, Wa Garasha, Ath, Hakauya, Ath, Hakanaanya, Wa Ath, Hakathya, Ma Lapunyaka. Was that the last one? Count the water. Verse 29. No, 22. Wait, no, if I started at 22, wouldn't 28 be the last one? All right, I'm going to take y'all word for it, brothers. But if it come down, I'm pointing fingers at all y'all. Salakia. Verse 29. La'a, Agarashnawa, Mapunyaka, Bashana, Akath, Pun, Tahaya, Ha'arataza, Shamama, Waraba, Alyaka, Hayath, Hashada. It's in verse 29.
Kind of the one kind. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 23, verse 23. For mine angel shall go before thee and bring thee into the Amorites and the Hittites and the Perizzites and the Canaanites and the Hivites and the Jebusites, and I will cut them off. Verse 24. Thou shalt not bow down to their gods, nor serve them, nor do after their works, but thou shalt break down their images. Verse 25. And he shall serve the Most High thy power, and he shall bless thy bread and thy water, and I will take sickness away from the midst of thee. Verse 26. There shall nothing cast their young, nor be barren in thy land. The number of thy days I will fulfill. Verse 27. I will send my fear before thee, and I will destroy all the people to whom thou shalt come. And I will make all thine enemies turn their backs unto thee. Verse 28. And I will send hornets before thee, which shall drive out the Hivites and the Canaanites and the Hittites from before thee. Verse 29. I will drive them out. I would not drive them out from before thee in 1 year. lest the land become desolate and the beasts of the field multiply against thee.
So with that, Amadium. Kapara, if you could present yourself.
Officer Kaparia, Banya Hawada, Banya Shala. Kaparia, Banya Hawada, Banya Shala. Yahaba Shimi Abshabrakta. Yahaba Shimi Abshabrakta. La Yashala. La Yashala.
Yashab.
You going for it, Maya? No sweat, most incredible.
The book of Exodus, chapter 23 and verse 30. Ma'ata. Ma'ata. Ana Rasha Nawa. Agarash Nawa. Maganayak. You say it one more time? Mapanyaka. Okay. Yeah, cause them joints be like on point with this one. Aid. Ashar. Tapara. Wanaka Lath. Ath. Ha'arataza. Verse 31. Washataya. Ath. Gabalak. Gabalan. No, Gabalak. Mayasa. Sawap. Wa'aid. Yasa. Yama. Palashatayam. Palashatyam. Mama Dabar. Aid. Hagahar. Kaya. Athan. Bayadakam. Ath. Yashabaya. Yashabya. It make more sense. Ha'arataza. Wagara Shata Mawa. Mapanyak. Mapanyaka. Verse 33. Looks like it. Verse 32. La'a. Takarath. Laham. Wala ala hayaham. Barath, Barayath. Verse 33. La'ah, Yashabawa, Ba'aratazayak, Ba'ara Tazaka, Pun, Yakataya Awa, Athak, like Athka. Okay, yeah. Okay. Oh, you're looking at the little joint. Okay, I got you. La ya, kaya, ta'ai, ta'ai, ta'ai bar, abad, ath, alahai, alaha, yaham, baya, yahaya, lak, laka, lamawakwash. The book of Exodus chapter, what's that, 24 now? The book of Exodus chapter 24 and verse 1. Oh, so like what verse I'm going to? So that I'm gonna sign Christ. 3. All right. Wa'al, Masha, Amar, Allah, Allaha, Al, Yahweh, Atha, Wa'aharan, Nadab, Wa'abaya Hawa'a, Washaba'ayam, Mazakwanya, Yashara, Yashala, Waha Shata Kawayatam, Waha Shata Kawayatam. Right. Marakakwa. Right, because you can't put them together. Right, on that one, boy. Wanagash, Masha, Labadawa, Al, Yahweh, Waham, La'ah, Wagashawa, Waha'aim, La'ah, Ya'ailawa, Aimawa. Verse 3. Wayaba, Masha, Wayamapar, Wayasapar. Okay. La'aim. Was that a saw too? Was it? It's got like the slightest little difference. Gotcha. La'aim, Ath, Kala, cow, da, ba, da baria, Yahweh, wa'ath, cow, Hamashapa Tayum, Hamashapatyum, Wayain, Cow. Haim. Kwawala. Akar. Akkad. Waya Amarwa. Cow. Hadabarayam. Ashar. Debar. Yahweh. Naash. That's in verse 3. Yeah, she gonna pick back.
The book of Exodus, chapter 23, verse 30. By little and little I will drive them out from before thee, until thou be increased and inherit the land. Verse 31. And I will set thy bounds from the Red Sea even unto the sea of the Philistines, and from the desert unto the river, for I will deliver the inhabitants of the land into your hand, and thou shalt drive them out before thee. Verse 32. Thou shalt make no covenant with them, nor with their gods. Verse 33. They shall not dwell in thy land, lest they make thee sin against me. For if thou serve their gods, it will surely be a snare unto thee. Chapter 24, verse 1. And he said unto Moses, Come up unto the Lord, thou, and Aaron, Nadab, and Abihu, and 70 of the elders of Israel, and worship ye afar off. Verse 2. And Moses alone shall come near the Lord, but they shall not come nigh, neither shall the people go up with him. Verse 3. And Moses came and told the people all the words of the Lord, and all the judgments. And all the people answered with one voice and said, All the words which the Lord hath said will we do.
Ended Exodus, what was that, chapter 24 and verse 3? So we're going to pick it up next week, Exodus chapter 24 and verse 4. You know what I'm saying? So now we're going to clip up the Sabbath service. You know what I'm saying? So Mahayar, you can go ahead and call it. Before we go, any questions or anything else? Anybody want to bring out anything? Any questions? No sweat. No sweat. All right, go ahead and call it, brother.
So with that, Amidium. All right, so Amadium, this means to stand. Wapan Yakwadam, this means rise and face the east. We'll close out the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kwadash, Haya, Shemka, Yahweh, Malakwatka, Taba'ah, Ratazayaka, Haya, Aisha, Ba'arataza, Kawa, Haya, Bashamayim, Lathananawa, Lakam, Cow, Yawam, Wasalaknawa, Kabawatnawa, Kasalaknawa, Kabawatinawa, Wala'a, Tabi'ayinawa, Banasaya 1, Abal, Habashayinawa, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwat, Waha'ala, Wa'ataparab, Labalonyam, Aman.
In the English, Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it.
Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim, Al Damayalaka, Al Ta Karash, Wa Al Ta Shakwat, Al Ka Yahanna, I.S.U.P.K, Yahama, Yawan, Ra'ash, Al Aimaka, Yarayamwa, Sabada, Wayata, Ya Tazawa, Al Tazapawanyaka, Amarawa, Lakawa, Wanakakidam, Mongolia, Wala'a, Yazakar, Shamyashala, Awada, Kaya, Nawa Tazawa, Laba, Yakadwa, Alyaka, Baryath, Yakarathwa, Aholia, Arawam, Wayashamai, Alayam, Mawa'aba, Wahagorium, Gabal, Waimawan, Waimalak, Palashath, Am Yeshabia, Tazawar, Gam Ashawar, Nalawa, Imam, Hayawa, Zarawai, Labayan Lawat, Salah, Shalaham, Kamadian, Kasaya, Zara'ah, Kayabian, Banakal, Kwayashwan, Nashamadwa, Bayandara, Hayawa, Daman, La'adama, Shayatamwa, Nada, Yamawa, Ka'arab, Wakazaba, Wakazabak, Wakatazol, Manai, Kaunasai Kamwa, Ashur, Amorwa, Nayarasha, Lanawa, Ath, Nawath, Alahayam, Alahaya, Shayatamwa, Kagogala, Kakwash, Lapanya Rabaka, Kaash, Tabiaira Yaira, Wakalahaba, Talahat, Harayam, Khan, Taradatma, Basairaka, Wabasa, Wapatka, Tabahalam, Mala, Panyaham, Kwalawan, Waya, Bakwashwa, Shemka, Yahawa, Yabashwa, Waya, Bahalwa, Ayaid, Waya, Kaparawa, Waya, Abadwa, Waya, Dawa, Kaya, Ata, Shemka, Yahawa, Labadka, Al Yawan, Al Kaharataza.
Keep not thou silence, O Yahweh, hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Yahweh, for lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom, and the Ishmaelites of Moab, and the Hagarenes, Gabal, and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre. Assur also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot, Salah, do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin, at the brook of Kison, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like Oreb and like Zeeb, yea, all their princes as Zabah and as Zalmunna, who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of Yahweh in possession. O my power, make them like a wheel, as the stubble before the wind, as the fire burneth the wood, and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name. O Yahweh, let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the most high of all the earth.
Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. I.S.U.P.K, I.Y.A.H.N.N.A, Al-Hahariam, Ma'ayan, Yaba'ah, Izoria, Ma'im, Yahweh, Aisha, Shemayam, Wa'arataza, Al-Yathan, Lamawat, Wagolka, Ayanawam, Shemoraka, Hana, La'ah, Yanawam, Wala'ah, Yayashan, Sharamor, Yasha'ala, Yahweh, Shemoraka, Yahweh, Tazolka, Al-Yad, Yamyaka, Yawamam, Hashemash, La'ah, Yakaka, Wayarak, Balayala, Yahweh, Yashamoraka, Makarai, Yashamor, Athnapashka, Yahweh, Yashamor, Tazaaka, Wabawa'aka, Mayata, Wa'ida Walam.
Lift up mine eyes unto the hills, from whence cometh my help. My help cometh from Yahweh, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Yasha'Allah shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from this time forth and even forevermore.
Prayer for the power. Yahweh, by Shem Yahushua, Baba Kashah, Latundanawa, Hakak, La Pa'ah, Kal Makala, Wakal Marawa, Hakak, La Tahar, Hamatazarayim, Hakak, La Hakwim, Hamathim, Hakak, Arakarawath, Hatamaya Allah, Lagarishan, by Shem Yahushua.
In the English, Yahweh, in the name of Yahushua, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out. In the name of Yahushua, thank you, so be it.
Prayer for the blessings. Barakatah Yahweh, Wa Yahweh Shah, Wa Mayaka Allah, Wa Alahayim, Matazab Ya'ah, Alawap Yahanna, Ha Alawapyim, Ha Saranyim, Ha Kotasayanyim, Ha Koyayoyim, Wa Agwatyin, Yahweh, Bashim Yahushua, Tawara Aman.
Bless you, Yahweh, and Yahushua, and Michael, and the angels, Commanding General YAHANNA, the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, and the sisters. Yahweh, in the name of Yahushua, thank you, so be it. Pray for the curses. Blessed are you, Yahweh, King of heaven and earth, and all things living. Yahweh, in the name of Yahushua, listen to us now, right now. Send evils and curses and punishment and destruction to the heathen that speak against us, thy prophets, the teachers, the princes, the priests, the Israelite brothers, and the school. Send evils and curses and punishment and destruction to the heathen, and shake loose the treasure of the rich of Israel that refuse to give to the school. Force their riches to enter into thy sanctuary. Send evils and curses and punishment and destruction to the Edomites and the nations and their drug dealers, the court system, the prison system, Planned Parenthood, all the governments of our enemies, Amalek synagogues and armies, Roman Catholic Church, the Pope, Islam, Christianity, Egyptology, militia, Ku Klux Klan, Aryan Nation, skinheads, Posse Comitazi, the gay movement, the lesbian movement, spies, workers of witchcraft, NASA space program, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Wall Street, open up the internet and the airways, the cable access channels and the radio channels. Convict the spirit of any of thy people that seek to stop us and bring swift destruction to all the heathen that stand in the way or try to stop us from broadcasting your words throughout the planet Earth. Let loose all the plagues. Let loose all the plagues. Let loose all the plagues. Cause them to go to and fro through the earth and consume them. Let the plagues shake the house of the thief and the murderer. Let Yahawashi, Michael and Gabriel come down with the flying saucers and punish all the heathens that come up against us as we speak thy word. Cause it to be known by all that it is the angels that have done it. Cause it to be spread through the media, throughout the whole world. Cause them to shake at thy coming. In the name of Yahawashi, thank you always. So be it.
Saw, which means to turn. Sister Yashal means to be seated.
Yahweh Shem